Hello everyone, welcome back to another art time lapse. Today I am doing a Studio Ghibli inspired fan art inspired by Totoro, and it's going to be called A Hideaway. So this piece is something that I'm just trying for fun. I got the inspiration from images that I found on Pinterest and I really like the color scheme, and it just reminded me of that little hideaway, that tunnel that Totoro and Mei had to run through to get to Totoro's like sleeping place. So I thought that was just so dreamy. I love the idea of it. So I thought, why not do like a different rendition of it? So here I'm starting off with watercolor paper. It's a watercolor block that I pick up from Opus and it's a Strathmore brand. I'm also using acrylic gouache, as you can see here. Acrylic gouache is kind of like when acrylics and watercolor have a baby and they have like these really saturated pigmented colors, which I absolutely love because when I scan it and I make prints of it later, I don't really have to do many major edits. The color just really stand out on their own. Here I'm just using a small brush, just making little bits of dots to kind of depict the little leaves and branches that this tunnel is encased in. Just feel like it's really dreamy. Starting off with plenty of water, now I'm adding less water so that there's more fine detail for this foliage of different types of leaves that are like encasing this beautiful, dreamy, very like dreamlike tunnel. Finding hard word finding at this time, but anyways, I'm gonna let you enjoy this process and then I will come back and talk a little bit about when I add on the character later on. So here you can see that instead of just adding greens, I'm adding like different types of lilacs and like magenta and purples, and I think it does blend very well even though it's not like all shades of green. It shows the shadows and the depth of this tunnel without adding black, which I think is just very two-dimensional. I feel like this adds more depth and interest to the piece. At the end of the tunnel, I was humming and hawing over, should I put Totoro sleeping or should he just be peeking at the end of the tunnel? And I just really love the idea of him sleeping on his back, on the back of the tunnel, so that's what I went with at the end. I also decided to add little characters like the forest spirits on the side of the tunnel, as well as the smaller Totoros in this piece. These are all little details that I think makes the piece a little bit more unique and more of its own. So here is the finished piece. I love how the colors came out. It depicts like the depth of the tunnel without actually saying it's a tunnel itself. This is a Studio Ghibli Totoro inspired fan art, a hideaway. Thank you so much for joining me on this art time lapse, and hopefully I will see you next time. Take care and stay creative, everyone. Bye for now.